as a city, we realized that our greatest assets is izakhamuzi zakobulawayo. Umanisipala eyedwa engeke enelisa to go back to that state of being the cleanest city in the region without input yezakhamuzi zakobulawayo. So we then came up with this project where we invited our residents with trucks, as you can see, to partner the city in collecting waste. So these trucks, they are assigned a certain area and they collect from our doorsteps, our zindlu. Then, as you can see, our compactor is stationary here. So these trucks are the ones which now collect from our doorsteps, and then they come and offload onto these trucks.
Bulawayo has invited members of the community that own trucks that range between 3-ton trucks and 7-ton trucks to submit expressions of interest to the city for residential areas in the low density areas and other high density areas. This will allow refuse to be collected from those households into centralized places, and then from there the municipal trucks will carry the refuse. Residents will be expected to use the plastic bags which are tied, and then they are put into the 3 or 7-ton trucks that are adequately secured from the sides to ensure that there is no spillage.
Passing our truckers, si contracted under i-city council. So sangena ngo 2015 thina siyahamba sicollecte emayadini izibi lezi from door to door ngebhini and then sibe sesizo offloadela kule truck.
Key also in the smart environment is the issue of or reuse of waste, what we are seeing today, where we have plastic that is being made from waste. So it's key for us as a city to have as many industries as possible that are able to recycle and reuse waste so that we are able to have an environment that is sustainable and also an environment that allows us to employ as many people as possible.
In terms of raw materials for scrap paper, we normally receive about 5 bales per day, and the total weight per bale that's 265 kgs. So in a day, we normally receive about 1.3 tons of scrap paper, and that would translate to 7.9 tons per week, and per month that would be 1.8 tons. Per week, we can produce about 60 bags, which will actually translate to 1.8 tons of pallets. That's the total weight. And per month, we can actually generate about 7.2 tons per month in terms of the weight of pallets.
When we started our first port of call, we were talking about community involvement in waste management. We also have communities here that are involved in waste recycling. So we are saying, instead of us taking everything to the landfill, let's reduce the amount of waste that goes to the landfill. We have noted that there are quite a number of products that are being done. People are being employed from waste recycling. And also, in terms of our lifespan for the landfill, it also increases because the amount of waste that's taken there is reduced.
We urge our residents to practice the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. The first 2, reduce and reuse, can be done at any level, where you are saying instead of throwing your used item to the waste, you can thus reuse. The first step is reduction. Try to minimize the amount of waste which we are generating at home. Then the second aspect is you can use that item, don't throw it into the bin, give it another use, give it another life. That way we will extend the lifespan of our landfill. And then reuse, we've seen recycling activities which are ongoing. This also helps to elongate the lifespan of the Richmond sanitary landfill.